Welcome, I'm Jake with Crow's Nest Capital. We're going to do a recap for January, take a look at the market. There was a big down move yesterday, so volatility expanded. We're going to look at putting a new trade on, so let's jump into the platform. Alright, so now we're in the platform. We can look over here at year to dates. My overall P&L got messed up with another trade, so I need to get that situated first. So we can just look over here and see exactly what we've made on this strategy. So they adjusted the price of BIL for the dividend payment. So we'll get this back in a couple days with it when we get that dividend payment. And then today is actually pretty even here. So we can look at the price. It was about $43 or $33 or $34 we made in MES in January. And then if we add the 25 and the 8, it was about the same. So it was about $33 and $33 we made in BIL risk-free and MES with our 1-1-1 strategy. That does have risk. So, but our break even is like 20% lower than the market. So we'll take a look at that. Click on the M cycle, click on trade, click on curve and analyze, click on today, and then we will zoom out, and this is what our portfolios looks like. So when we have green on the chart like that, we're in really good shape. Our risk down here is less than 1%. It would have to go through this hump to get down there. By that time, we'll just take our profits and readjust everything. So everything looks good. Now volatility popped up the other day. Our buying power has been super low. Even with the up move today, small up move, $26, volatility rank is staying elevated, so it's a good time to put a trade on. Let's look out here. We don't have anything out 140 days. We don't have anything out here. 89 days. So let's take a look here. I wonder why we don't have anything here. They might have just added these options in. So I'd like to add another step. So I'll look at adding another step close to at the money, meaning where the price is, and that's trading for $18.50. I'm going to go down here and see if I could sell a put for $18.50 and where that would be. It would be the 8 delta, 9 delta, around 43, 4400. It's pretty close. Let's take a look here. So that's how it would change the chart. It's dead even, so it doesn't add anything to the top side. It adds this in here. It adds a little bit. Actually, it takes away from that, doesn't it? Because that's 1900. So see, when you have these puts that start coming up higher and higher into where the trap is, it starts changing the shape of it. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. So this goes up to 1,000, this goes up to 300, this goes up to 1,500. So it would lower the tail here. But essentially you can be anywhere in this range, wherever you feel comfortable. kind of like going right to them sometimes, and you get this. I call it a shark fin. Sometimes you'll get a point, a sharp point, and then it'll kind of flow out. So we could possibly. I don't want to. I don't want to increase the size. By size, I mean contract size. It's not a bad. It's not a bad setup. At the same time, I need to bring in a little bit more profits. So maybe I should just sell a put. Maybe I'll just sell a naked put. It'll bring in $80, which is 1% on my account. There's essentially no risk in it because I have all these short puts. That would negate the loss for a short period of time at least. Let's see if we went through day by day, you could see how that orange line just jumps up. That's the theoretical price, actually. I should switch to this. So you can see that would be the theoretical P&L. So you can see it. It's hard to, it's right to the right of my cursor there. 319, 320, 713, all the way up to 1100 there. So you could see how that changes day to day. So that's our first option. We could sell a naked put 89 days out. We could sell another 111. Maybe we do a 112. That would add a lot of buying power, but it's not. We don't necessarily need that. So let's see. What if I went up here and closed one of these? That's holding some buying power. Not that much, but a little bit. It's just holding a lot of risk out there. I'd like to close it for $1, but if I can close that and roll it out here and pick up a $15 credit, and it's only putting up $200 in buying power. So it's adjusting that risk. But I already have a closing order in for that put, so it's not going to let me do this. So I'll cancel that. Go back here. We'll sell. Maybe we can sell this. Buy this. Oh no, it didn't. It was just a difference. Okay, now all right, well that's it. That's all I got for today. That's gonna add on. It's not filled yet, but it'll add that. So we'll have like about 140 to the top side, 1600 there, 1300 there, 900 there. I didn't add the step in, but it just raised the entire tail up. So break even is still around 4,000, a little bit higher, but we're adding a little bit more risk here. Now it's at 1.6%, but we doubled, we almost tripled our profits to the upside. We increased some of the profits in the trap here too. So that's what you give. And then this is what you get. So all right, that was a quick recap for January. We're up about 10% annualized, and our break even is 20% below where the market is. I did have to sell a small amount of BIL. I was over the margin by a few percent and was charged a small interest fee. So in the next video, I'm going to explain the sizing between BIL and the 1-1-1 strategy a little bit better, and explain the potential risks of overexposure or underexposure, and which one's actually better or worse. So, and the results are actually pretty surprising. So I'm gonna make another video about that. So if you want to see that, subscribe. If you learned something, hit the like button. Thanks. Peace.